Hello, welcome. My name is Kyle Pereira. I'm a product manager here at BCN3D. Thank you for taking the time to join us today, where we're going to get you more familiar with the BCN3D Sigma series made for the desktop 3D printing market. The Sigma line has evolved a lot since its first introduction in 2015. So one of the things that we'll discuss is a brief history of the product, as well as some of the new features that customers can expect. But what's also interesting is that we will understand why BCN3D chose to refresh and update the platform with the introduction of the Sigma D25. And to help discuss this topic, I also have here my colleague Diego. So Diego, can you please introduce yourself and share a little bit your involvement with Sigma?
Yeah, hi Kyle, how are you doing? So hi everyone, my name is Diego Prado, Lead Product Manager in BCN3D. So since I started here, one of the top tasks in my to-do list was to upgrade the Sigma series into a printer that will include the latest features that the people or the companies in the desktop segment will want. So here in BCN3D, we try to work at a very fast pace because we know that in this really fast-changing world, we need to be providing solutions as soon as possible. That's why when we introduced for the first time the Sigma in 2015, we have been doing several upgrades since then. So after 2 years since the last upgrade, we decided that now it was a very good moment to do the last upgrade to get the Sigma D25 with us.
Yeah, I really like the new look and feel of the printer, and this new design on the side also looks very, very nice. I really like that. But before we get into the new things, could you please summarize the history behind the Sigma series?
Yeah, sure. In 2015, BCN3D launched the first Sigma with a disruptive technology, IDEX, independent dual extrusion. Even if we are still using this technology, it is in a very good shape. And at that time, IDEX was the reason why Sigma was known. Therefore, that was the reason why BCN3D was known. 2 years later, in 2017, we did the first iteration, the first evolution of the Sigma, with the Sigma R17. At that time, we have also introduced a very important feature that is now in every single printer on the desktop market. That is the capacitive full-color screen. At this time as well, we decided also to make the family a little bit bigger, introducing the Sigmax R17 at this time. And then 2 years later, almost at the end of 2018, we decided to do the second evolution with the Sigma and Sigmax R19. At this time, we also launched the first BCN3D Cura version specifically for our printers. This software included a possibility to create duplication and mirror printing modes. That is probably the feature that will enhance the IDEX technology. We also introduced with the Sigma R19 the Bondtech extruders and the E3D hotends, improving a lot our extrusion system. And last but not least, we also introduced at that time the filament runout sensor that detects whenever the filament is not there.
To be honest, I was only a little familiar with the R19 versions, but it's nice to see that BCN3D puts the care into continuously improving their products and making each iteration better and better. And that mentality is actually part of the reason that attracted me to BCN3D in the first place. And now it seems like we've done it once again with the Sigma D25. And looking at the printer, I can already recognize a few key features that come from the Epsilon, so it seems like some of these components have been ported back to the Sigma series, right?
Yes, indeed. Actually, when we launched the Epsilon in 2019, we took most of the features that were working really well in Sigma, and therefore we improved the Sigma capabilities quite a lot. Now we thought that it was a perfect moment to get all these improvements back into the desktop market, so back into Sigma D25. The main reason of getting this update was to improve the overall reliability and getting the best results whenever you are using this desktop printer.
And Sigma series now is only one printer currently. There's no more small Sigma size. Why is that?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So when talking about IDEX and duplication and mirror modes, it's very important also to have a wide surface. So we have decided to remove somehow the smaller printer and keep only using the footprint that we also have for the Epsilon printers. So we have now 420 millimeters in X, 300 millimeters in Y, And for this unit, we have 200 millimeters in height. So in this case, it's also very useful for us to have, for the 3 printers in our portfolio, to have the same footprint.
And just for reference, that makes the build volume in inches 16.5 by 12 by 8 inches high, roughly, which actually comes out to about 25 liters.
Yeah, and then we have the Sigma D25, the D for desktop, and 25 for the liters of the printing volume.
Okay, so now let's go over the machine. I want to highlight a lot of the new features that customers can expect. And the first thing that pops out to everyone, I think, is the new look and feel of the printer.
Yeah, we have decided to create a new look and feel so we can differentiate between our products in our portfolio. So for the darker gray will be for the Epsilon series and a lighter gray will be for the Sigma series. That creates a unique look for the future of the Sigma series and also fitting better the desktop.
And there's also been some electronics that were added to allow for network connectivity. So now customers can print directly from their computer using BCN3D Cura over Wi-Fi or Ethernet, though you can also print directly from an SD card still. Firmware can also be updated over the air, so customers can wake up one morning and have completely new functionality. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is cool, but it's also very important because then you will have your printer always up to date. But also, having a network-connected printer, you will enjoy all the functionality that is in BCN3D Cloud. So then if you have your laptop, you can be wherever you want. You can send the print jobs over the network, then monitor them whenever you are as well, and of course, getting to know all the statistics from your previous print jobs.
I also see here that we have a much larger screen. I was playing around in the menus earlier, and I see that there's been a lot of improvements for that as well.
Yeah, we have changed it, as I mentioned before, the touch screen. We have now a 5 inches capacitive touch screen. So we also have been improving the usability and changing some menus to make it even easier to use. And we have been also introducing multi-language support.
So now let's go inside the printer. I see 2 big differences here. One is in the purge buckets. They're much larger now, whereas in the R19 version, the purge buckets were attached to the print head. Now they run along the entire length of the printer. But the bigger thing here is the entire build platform has changed.
Yes, indeed. So when we create the Epsilon, we did a lot of improvements based on Sigma. So we improved the stability of the build platform. So in this unit here, we have now a stiffer build plate that allows the customer to calibrate even better because now the surface is also flatter than before. So it's much easier to get the first layer done. But also one of the big improvements comparing with the Sigma R19 is the heat distribution that is now much better.
But there are also improvements that we don't see. For example, in BCN3D Cura, we're always improving our print profiles or creating new ones. But what else has changed to the printer that you wouldn't necessarily know just by looking at it?
Yeah, that's actually a very interesting talking point. So when we were taking a look at the usage data of our printers, we detected that like 2/3 of our customers were using what we call standard materials mostly. And those are PLA, PVA as a support, PETG, and TPU. So we decided to create a line to support these materials that are the most used ones all over the market. Therefore, we can create a more affordable platform for the customers, and because we are not including the, let's say, premium features that need to be there in order to print with other technical or composite materials, we can have better price for this line.
So the decision was to switch the focus of the Sigma to be a more straightforward product using the standard materials that are easier to print and more office friendly. Because to have the product handle those higher end materials, you need those other features that you were mentioning, like hotter bed temperatures, a heated enclosure. Otherwise, these materials don't print very well.
Yeah, exactly. So, and also together with these features that you have mentioned now, I will also include the filtration system that I think is very important when using the higher end materials like the ones filled with carbon fibers or glass fibers. And I think then is when the Epsilon line will shine, because we have prepared in our portfolio 2 other printers that can handle these specific materials for these high-end applications.
Yeah, there are many customers that just want to focus on standard materials, and I think that's a testament to how many functional applications there really are just using these types of materials. For example, our customer Takealum, they're printing PLA to use as manufacturing aids to support their assembly line, and it works for their applications, and they're generating significant cost savings every day because of that.
Oh, that's incredible, because of course we expect the companies using the Sigma series to use it for quick test prints or rapid prototyping. But of course, if they can get it done for the production floor, is perfect. But however, I think the our Epsilon series is better for them to use for these specific environments.
Well, that's the thing is 3D printing is so versatile that there's going to be some overlap with what you can do with which products. If it's just standard materials, maybe the Sigma D25 is the right product for the job. But if you want to get those higher end materials or even just a larger build volume, maybe it's the Epsilon W27SC or the Epsilon W50SC. Those are right for the job. So we hope that you've learned a lot more about the Sigma D25, which we think is the most efficient partner for your desktop needs, whether that be in creating development prototypes quickly or creating functional parts to improve your workflow. If you want to learn more about the BCN3D Sigma or Epsilon products, you can visit our website at bcn3d.com. Or if you already own some of these products, you can find very useful support information in our knowledge base. Thank you for watching.